What's up, it's Jen Brown. Welcome back to my channel. So today I've got kind of an impromptu video. I'm going to attempt to, what's the word I'm looking for? Resize a pair of jeans. I want to say like hemmed or just like taking in, because I've done that before and this is kind of next level. So here's what we got going on. I'm a big fan of the Ragged Priest, the brand. I love their stuff. It's not, I guess in the world of fashion, it's not expensive at all, but for me, it's a little on the pricier side. I've wanted some of their jeans forever, and I finally bought some a few weeks ago, and I bought them straight from their website, which was probably stupid. They sell them from US sellers for a reason. If you don't know, they're a UK-based brand, and I knew that they can't offer free return shipping, but I grossly underestimated how much that would cost. Long story short, these are too big. It was going to cost $40 to return and exchange them. So I had a couple of options. I could pay the money and return them, and I guess pay for a new pair to be shipped, like to exchange them, but that's just like adding so much more, and these would have cost like double just to get the right size. I could try to sell them online. I think that's what a lot of people on Depop who sell these jeans are doing. It's like too expensive to return them, so they try to sell them online. But if I sold them online, I wouldn't be getting all my money back and I still wouldn't have these jeans. So I went with the third option, which is try to resize them myself. So that's why we're here. I am an intermediate level seamstress, I would say. I have done this kind of thing before with some denim skirts. This is a whole new level, but they're black, so I'm hoping that'll be a little bit more forgiving. They don't have any like crazy like designs on the side seam, so I'm hoping I can make that work. I figure worst case scenario, if like, I don't know, if the legs look weird or the crotch looks weird, I can make them into shorts and at least have some Ragged Priest shorts. But let's go resize some Ragged Priest jeans. Okay, so I have these on inside out. I don't know how easy it is to see. I know you can't see my legs, but like honestly, the legs I don't mind. I probably will not take them in very much. But up here, there's just like all this extra fabric in the crotch that like, I don't know, it's just, it sticks out and it's not very flattering. Like these are obviously supposed to be not super tight fitting jeans, but you know, they're falling down at the waist. There's a really good amount of room. So this is the part that kind of concerns me the most, the part that I think might get a little weird. Obviously I'm going to lose some of the pockets, but I mean, phones are too big for front pockets now anyway, so that's not that big of a deal. And then I think in the back it'll be fine coming out of the sides. So I think what I'm going to do is do this in like two different parts. If I seam rip the whole entire thing, it'll be hard to try back on and make sure it's ripping, make sure it's fitting. So I think what I will do is seam rip to maybe like mid-thigh and just kind of take care of this part and get that fitting and then do the legs, because I think the legs will be a lot easier. So I'm hoping that works. Cue seam ripping time lapse. Okay, so I just finished ripping out the seams. I'm trying to make it so you can actually see. I didn't cut the waistband yet because I figured that way when I'm trying it on, that'll just help hold it up, and then I can kind of do that at the last bit. So when I had these on earlier, I measured, and I think I need to take these in about 3/4 of an inch on each side. So I'm going to mark that and pin it at everything, and then try it on and see what that looks like before I start. Okay, so I think this is actually looking pretty good. There's still a little bit of weirdness there, but like, honestly, I think that can be kind of normal for jeans. Like, they fit really comfortably. I actually think, again, I know you can't see the leg, but I think I'm okay with the legs. So I think I will try to sew this and then kind of taper my seams so that where my pins end here, it kind of slowly goes back out and maybe meets the leg seam. I'm gonna try that. I mean, worst case scenario, I rip it out and do it again. That's no big deal. So I'm going to try. I think I'm just gonna leave the waistband for last because that's kind of like its own thing. So I'm gonna try that and then try them back on the right way and kind of see where I'm at.
Any ideas?
Okay, sorry in advance if you can hear the floor squeak. I can't seem to find a good place to stand and film that doesn't do that, so I'm going to do my best not to move. I think these are actually looking really good. Obviously they look funny here because I haven't stitched them up all the way. I just wanted to get this part down. This is kind of crazy how much I was taking in. This, again, I'm saving the waistband for last, but it's also just like, I'm gonna need to cut that. It's just too thick to try to sew that. I do think I am still gonna taper the seams in the legs, but I do think I am going to take in the legs just a little bit. So I'm actually gonna go grab a different pair of straight leg jeans and kind of lay those against this. Let's see if you can. I'm gonna lay those out flat and like over top of this and kind of figure out how much I want to take them in. It probably won't be very much because I do like their straight leg. I don't need them to be slim or anything, but just to kind of measure that out a little bit. But I'm pretty happy with how they're fitting up here. The pockets are a little tighter, obviously, but other than just standing, I don't really need those pockets for anything. I feel like right now I look like, what are those called? Amelia Earhart is always wearing those pants. They have the pants that like poof out funny. That's what I look like I'm wearing right now. Okay, so I'm going to turn these back inside out, figure out how much I want to take in the leg, and then do all of that, and then we'll come back and assess. Look really good. They fit nice. The legs are just a little bit slimmer. Ooh, these are stiff because they new. There's still this little bit of gather here, but I think that's kind of just how it goes when you're wearing like mom jeans, because if you try to do this, then you start to get some camel toe happening. So I'm actually okay with that. And I don't have all that like weird front fabric sticking out. So now I just have to fix this problem. So I think I want to fix this at the sides versus the back, because I don't want to have to deal with the belt loops. Right, I'm going to cut these kind of at an angle so that I'm not just, if I just cut them straight and take them in like normal, I'll still have some of that back gap. So I'm going to cut these at an angle so that this actually folds in a little bit and will bring in the back. So I just got to do that, and then I think we'll do finishing touches. Okay, so what I did with these was I put these back on inside out, and especially when you're working with a waistband, it can be really hard to get pins through the fabric. So I did 2 pins that are going to meet up on the side. So I did that on both sides so I know where to take it in. So I'm actually probably going to stitch that up first and then put them back on before I cut, and that seam will just meet up with the seam for when I was taking it up the sides. Okay, so I'm really happy with the way these fit. I'm just about finished here. So now what I'm going to do, just to finish this off, is go back and this is not showing up great, but I'm just going to go through with a zigzag stitch and reinforce all the seams. And then, like I said earlier, I'm going to trim this up a little bit. You can see I've got like a lot of space here, but I do want to leave just a little bit of a seam allowance just to be on the safe side for now. But I'm going to do that zigzag stitch to reinforce this and try to keep it from fraying. Alright, this is how they turned out. I'm super happy with them. I think the only place that it's kind of noticeable is obviously now my belt loops are slanty. Still a little bit of gap happening in the back. I might just do that elastic trick where you sew a little bit of an elastic in the back to kind of cinch it in. I might do that really quick. I actually need to do that on a different pair of jeans. But I think these turned out really awesome. I'm really excited about them. I'm hoping that once I'm sure that they fit right, I'll kind of trim up the rest of that bit inside just so that it's not fraying a bunch. I can't believe it. I can't believe I got my Ragged Priest jeans. These are my custom fit, so they're special. Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked that I was able to kind of save these and not just be out a ton of money. there we go. I did it. I took in a pair of jeans and I didn't ruin it. So hopefully this video helped you if this is something you've been wanting to try. Maybe this will help you feel a little less scared to do it, or at least teach you to see how much it will cost to return things before you buy things from overseas. So if you like this video and you feel like sticking around, I post videos on the 1st and the 16th of every month. Got all kinds of different kind of fashion, art making, food, health, lifestyle, all encompassing sort of videos. So if you want to check those out, they're all linked down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.